Three, two, one. What's going on, my peeps? Actually, I don't know why I started off my class, every class, with this. What's going on, folks?
That's even how you start videos.
I don't even know why I call you my peeps, because you're not my peeps. Like, peeps would be peers, right? And I'm like, I guess maybe it's peoples, and I guess you're my peoples, right? Because we're people. What?
That's not correct.
Peeps are peers or people?
Peeps are peers.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. What's going on, youngins, Utes?
I think you should say chillins more than
Chillins?
Students.
Chillins? Students?
Students.
Hi, students. Welcome to class. Anyway, let's get this party started. We're going to be talking about a new section today. We're starting up quad 5. So we're finished with quad 4. We're starting up quad 5 today, and I'm going to continue it on Wednesday, and it's going to be a great fun party, and, we're going to party rock it in the house after we figure out what the fox says. I did it. All right. I did. I know. I'm so old school.
It's like 2 years ago.
It's like 2 years ago.
Isn't that technically defined as old school? Anyway, hey, stop. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Let's try this one. Ready? Let's try this problem. Can we do this? This is a warm up. So, and you know what? I usually go through and figure out what's your homework and what's not your homework, so I can make sure not to do your homework. But I forgot to do this. So if I accidentally do a problem that's on your homework, I don't even know what's on your homework, what I assigned. Oops. Sorry. All right, but I figured maybe a good thing to do is we go through the whole warm-up. Anyway, let's solve this sucker out and see what we got. Do you guys know how to solve this? 2 times this equals 0. How do you do it? You said you know how to solve it. What do you do? Like what?
Like that, like 2 times x and 2 times -3.
Oh, okay, all right. You're talking about you want to distribute this thing in. You want to put that in there, and then maybe FOIL it out. You FOIL first, outer, inner, last. That is simplifying it, but it's not solving it. In fact, you definitely don't want to do that to solve it. In fact, if it's in this form, it's better to solve. It's easier to solve. Oh, I will teach you my ways, Padawan. Alright. Nobody else figured it out? Do you guys know how to solve this or what? I'm asking you guys straight up. Alright, I got a question. Here, why don't I do this? Diamond's already got the answer. Diamond, tell us.
Has the answer.
Well, tell us the process, Diamond.
Why did you even?
She paid attention.
Well, no, check this out. All right, check this out. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going down. Does this thing describe a parabola?
Sure.
Yes.
Goes yeah.
Yes, it describes a parabola because in the first lesson I taught you guys, I taught you how to FOIL this thing out, and you realize, hey, this describes a parabola, right? Right?
It's exactly what I thought.
It has an x squared. It describes a quadratic thing. So what we're going to do is, if I'm asking you to solve for a parabola, I'm asking you to find where does it hit the y or the x-axis. Where is it 0, right?
Oh, never mind. I know what we're doing.
Okay, so all you do is you say, hey, if this thing right here is times this thing right here is equal to 0, then you just set either of them equal to 0. Either x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. Do I need to set the 2 equal to 0? No, because 2 doesn't equal 0. What do you want from me? 2 equals 2. So, the answer is x equals 3 or x equals -4. We cool? You sure you good with that? Yeah, we're cool. Alright, good, fine. What's up, my peeps? You guys are imitating Mr. Bradley now. Alright. So let's try this one, because this is a warm-up. This is a review. If f of x equals this, twins, how do we find the x-intercept? I'm going to ask you guys next. How do we find the x-intercept, dudes?
Like that.
Awesome. Twin said, to find the x-intercept, you let y equals 0. In other words, you mean f of x equals 0 because f of x is the same as y, right? So what you're telling me to do is set this thing right here equal to 0. Someone online, except for Diamond. Diamond, don't answer. Someone online, except for Diamond, tell me, when does x equal, or for what values of x does this equal to 0? How do I solve this problem? I'll give you a hint. Come on, you guys. Someone online, how do I solve this problem? How do I solve this one right here? What do you say? Say something to me.
You're muted. What do you expect?
No, I mean, at least chat it to me. Chat it to me. Come on, you guys. Let me know that you're thinking about it. I'm giving you a hint. It's right there. What do you do? Okay, fine. Fine. Alright. Romana's actually got it.
Um,
Exactly. It's -1 and -3. -1 and -3. Because you set this equal to 0 or you set that equal to 0. Boom. That's right. Alright, you guys ready? It's your turn now. How do I find the y-intercept? Do you remember? Okay. Alright. If I want to find the x...
Honesty.
Alright, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you guys know. Ready? If I want to find the x-intercept, I'll set y equal to 0. Right?
oh, the opposite.
If I want to find the y-intercept, I should set x equals 0. And plugging x equals 0 into this thing is very easy because it's just plugging x equals 0 into here. Fine. 1/2 times 0 plus 1, which is 1, times 3 plus, or 0 plus 3, which is 3. That's it. It's really just 3 halves. Are we coolios with that? Alright. How do you find the vertex of this parabola? I'm going to just ask this out to everybody. Everyone can answer. Alright, here's an easier question. How do you find the axis of symmetry? Where does this thing parabola, like, the middle of this parabola?
In the middle.
Yeah, where is it? In the middle of what? Alright, here, I'll tell you what, here. We did this so far. So far we found that the parabola crosses at -3 and -1. -3 and -1. Cool? Those 2 points. We also know that the parabola crosses at 3 halves, which is right about here. How do I find where the axis of symmetry for this parabola looks like?
-1. I'm guessing because it's in the middle.
-1 is not it, but that's close. That doesn't say a 1.
No, to the right.
To the right.
2,
Negative-
comma 1, -1, 2, comma.
Whoa, what
Is that
negative?
-2? I can't.
That is a -2. Yes, exactly. Well, the axis of symmetry is -2. Right? The parabola is going to look symmetrical about that line.
Gonna be that line, essentially. We had a
Right? Isn't that where the first x
Right.
is?
Right. The vertex is going to lie on top of that line. It's going to be somewhere in there. We just don't know exactly where, but we know the vertex is going to lie somewhere on that line. Right? Do you understand that? And how did you figure that out? Well, you just pick the middle of -3 and -1, and it's -2. You know, it's right there. And then what you do is like, so apparently at x equals -2, that's where our vertex is going to be. So all we do is we plug in -2 into our function. So we have 1/2 times -2 plus 1 times -2 plus 3. We cool? You guys see that? Alright. And then what we're going to do is we have 1/2 times -1 times 1, which is -1/2. Agreed?
Seriously.
So it goes down to -1. Well, that's the official way to solve it. You were wrong. You weren't. You were close, sure, but you. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. You should probably like. Oh. Well, right. All right, fine. If someone just guessed and they said, "Well, it's about here," that's my, vertex dot, and I'll be like, "You cheater." That's totally unfair. And then I'd be like, you know what? Fine, I'll give you points for this. But then you would say, okay, where's the vertex at? Well, you know that it's at -2 comma oval. You're telling me how you're going to cheat. Okay, all right. So you're going to do like this: -2 comma -1 -2, which almost looks like a one if I could see it, but then it could also be a three. I don't even really know. And then you can even do like, and then you can even put your parentheses around here so that it looks like you almost crossed it out, right? All right, fine. I'm gonna give her a different test than everybody else. Okay, you ready? You're gonna have tests, you're gonna have homework, so that kind of stuff. Let's move on. Given the following, given the following graph of the quadratic g of blah blah blah, circle the expressions that could represent the factor of g or factors of g. Okay, all right, fine. Um, G. What they mean is this thing can be. What is this gonna be if we have this parabola? So this parabola crosses at -2 comma +1, right? So you could have something that looks like x plus 2 or x minus 1. You guys agree? You guys understand what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks to me like these are the only two factors that it could be. You guys didn't even see what's going on. It's fine. I'm gonna move on if that's gonna be the case. Whatever. All right. By the way, I have a question for those of you online. Do you guys have pencil and paper? Are you guys like taking notes while I'm writing notes? Are you writing notes like on the? No, are you writing on the handout? Because like if I'm actually doing your homework for you, which I have no idea whether or not I'm doing, but if I'm doing your homework for you, wouldn't it make sense for you to like write on the handout that I have set up for you because it's like right there and you can start doing your homework right off the bat? We're on page 1 of quad 5.
Yeah, no, I don't have
Oh, that's coming to class prepared.
that.
I
Yeah,
didn't know we were on
No, it's
5.
good
because
job.
we're doing homework for 3 and 4, and so it's like, why would we have 5 printed out? That's confusing. That's too many packets.
Wait, you're complaining about me being ahead of the homework. You would rather I lecture the homework and then like have it due that afternoon.
Well, yeah.
That's the way you would rather do it. Isn't that the way it
It's not
used
that
to
we
be
fresh
done?
in my
Have the
mind,
homework there,
though.
yeah. We don't have to look back
Wait,
2 weeks.
so I'm confused. You really want me to be like, all right, I'm gonna finish lecturing on this, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, oh, homework is due this afternoon, but I didn't cover the material until this morning, and you're like, oh, I got to do all this.
We don't have to look
Okay,
back
fine.
like
Here's what I'm gonna do
4
then. I'll move instead of giving you a week to do your homework.
No, don't
I'll just
do
give
it.
you a couple
No,
days,
don't do it.
and
No,
that way
no, I don't want the class to hate me.
that
Stop,
way I
stop,
sign
don't
it, and then it's due like
No,
right after.
no, go back to teaching. I don't want the class to hate me. Stop. Stay how it is.
I'm calling you on your logic or lack of it. I'm saying that like what you're saying doesn't make sense. Would you guys rather I only give you like 2 days to do your assignments, or would you rather like do a week? Because that's the problem here. The problem that we're running into is I'm giving you too long to do the assignments.
You complained anyway.
No, because technically most math teachers only give you a day. They like assign it, and then tomorrow it's due. Right? But this time I'm assigning it, and then a week later it's due. So the problem is All right. Anyway, let's move on because I was just making fun for that. I'm sorry, Brandy. I didn't mean to call you out.
Those packets?
I did. I printed out those packets.
Are you gonna get them over the break?
One of the boys, George.
Yeah.
You think you can run down to the printer, go grab those packets for us? I don't want to send these two because they don't pay attention as it is, so I want to make sure that.
I know where
What
the
if we
printer
get it
is.
over break? When does our break?
Alright, do you know where Mrs. Nakasone is? Do you know where Mrs. Nakasone is?
No.
Where you sign in? Do you know where you sign in?
When you walk in the office, go straight and right and
No,
left.
the
and
printer's
left.
small. They're never gonna find it.
Oh yes.
No.
What if we just get it over break? When are we having break?
Alright, fine. You guys can get it over board.
Okay.
Alright. The matching exercise. I actually don't think I assigned this.
That looks easy.
It does look easy.
I like matching stuff.
Alright, fine. I kind of wish that we had a chance, like if we had a full, like regular class, I'd actually ask you to cut this out and then match it up to this thing. But why don't you tell me this? Where are these things going to cross? Where's this one going to cross? Number one. Where's that going to cross? What is the solution to that? At x equals what? And what? What? Perfect. 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Alright, what about here? What about for number 2? What is the, where are those going to cross? Negative 1 and 3. Awesome. Alright. What about this one? Let's see this one. X equals negative blah blah blah. Where's that going to cross? Negative 1 and negative 3. But the difference between this and this is there's a negative out in front. It still crosses there, but what's the difference? How is the parabola going to be different? Give me that. Give me it. Give it to me. All right. You ready? Exactly, Diamond. It's not gonna be opening. This is a parabola that's not gonna open up. It's gonna open down. We cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about this one? Let's do that one. Where does that one cross? Negative 1, positive 3. Now, what can you tell me about this parabola?
It's gonna be really fat.
It's gonna be a fat parabola. Oh my gosh, Brandy says she's missing a text message and her phone's on the table.
Like,
this is her phone right here because she's using her phone in class. I'll tell you what, I'll calm your nerves. I'll just put it here, that way you don't see when people are text messaging you. You won't freak out.
Claustrophobic.
Alright.
It is. We're gonna make it cry.
Ready? What about this one? Let's do this one. Where's the crossing at?
Negative 3.
Positive 1, negative 3. What can you tell me about this parabola?
She's 5 feet away. It's her fault.
Alright, you want me to go punish her?
No, don't touch me. She's doing it.
Alright. It's going to be a skinny and a happy face. Exactly. I like it. It's a skinny, happy one. Yes, exactly.
Happy Mr. All day.
No, he's saying it's happy because it's opening upwards.
Okay.
It's like a smile, right?
Just
Oh, I get
clarifying.
it now.
As opposed to like a frowny parabola. Alright. And then what you would do is you would match up these parabolas with whatever these ones are. Like they would obviously have to cross at negative 1 and 3 or something like that, and they would be a skinny happy one. We cool?
We're cool.
Alright. That's it. You know what?
Break.
To be honest with you, you want to break now?
Well, we have to get our papers so we can like
Yeah.
stay caught up.
Alright, fine. I'll tell you what. You guys want to break? You guys can have a break.
Pink Floyd.
And I'll play a Pink Floyd song, but after that Pink Floyd song is done, we are done with break.
Fine. Pick
Okay,
the longest
wait,
Pink Floyd
wait.
song then. What's the longest
No,
one?
I get to pick the
Wait,
Pink Floyd
play
song.
Freebird. That one's.
I get to pick it. I know we just started, but they want to have their break now, and then we're going to go for an hour. Are we cool?
Okay, since it's break, can I have my phone for a few minutes?
Yo, who's talking to me?
Right there.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm just gonna...
Sup, Ted? Okay.
Oh, you should look up.
Go grab your thing. Hurry up. What is it?
Did you print out 2 or 1? Did you print
What is that? Dude, source fed. I don't know what the deal is. I don't watch source fed either. My wife does it, but whatever. All right, well, what's the thing? All right, fine. Since you're on break. All right, we're gonna listen to that instead.
On your phone.
ASAP sounds. All right, 3 minutes long. Let's go. And I know. I'm like, dude, we just started. Why are we taking breaks early? But you know what? It's fine. Let's take a break early. Let's let you guys get into it, and then we'll like just jump into it. You can't call from your phone because I'm using the phone. For the
And now, ASAP Science presents the elements of the periodic table.
Here.
There's
Here.
hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the signs, sodium for salty times,
Magnesium,
aluminium, silicon,
phosphorus,
then sulfur, chlorine, then argon,
potassium,
and calcium so you'll grow strong,
scandium,
titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. This is the periodic table, no gas is stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells while electrons are added, moving to the right. Iron is the 26th, then cobalt, nickel coins you get, copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic, selenium, and bromine, film, while krypton helps light up your room,
Is that
rubidium,
silicone too
strontium,
old for you?
yttrium, zirconium,
niobium,
molybdenum, technetium,
ruthenium,
rhodium, palladium,
silverware,
then cadmium and indium,
tin cans,
antimony, then tellurium, and iodine,
Sorry.
and xenon, and then cesium, and
Barium is 56, and this is where the table splits.
Barium.
Where lanthanides have just
I think one of my favorite ones is molybdenum.
Oh.
Neodymium's next to promethium, then 62. Samarium, europium, gadolinium, and terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium.
Sorry.
Terbium, lutetium.
I was looking at what your homework was.
I don't have any homework. I don't know.
You have homework every day. Oh, wait, no, not today. It's not due today. I think it was due on Thursday.
then we're on to rhenium, osmium,
Sorry. The computer's
and
getting frozen.
beryllium, platinum, gold to make you rich till you grow old.
I just want to say.
Excuse me.
To tell you when it's really cold, Valium, and leather biscuit for your tummy, polonium, astatine would not be yummy, radar, and cesium will last a little time, radium, then actinize and ionize.
I turned it off 4.
Periodic table, noble gas is stable, halogens
2 for them.
alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells.
I thought they were
Electrons are to the right.
Sorry.
Thorium,
We decided that instead of we're watching, listening to Pink Floyd, hey, that was somebody else's idea.
Whose idea was it Ted? Was it Ted? I bet it was.
No, it wasn't. It was my idea, okay? Deal with it. Alright. And we're done. You got it already?
There's still like 30
I
seconds.
thought that was your.
Like the song,
Is it?
be sure to check it out on
11
iTunes
what?
and Bandcamp. Links are in the description.
And
if
leave
you
it
think you have
11?
what it takes to memorize the whole
Okay.
thing, leave a video response, and we'll share our favorites.
Put on pink.
Alright, moving on. Taking on to the class. I'll tell you what, I took a look at what was assigned to you, and I'm still confused as to what's assigned to you, but I mean, I think I did part of your homework already. Oops! So look under your archives, look at all that kind of stuff. Let's get this party started, and we're going to go through this as fast as we can. In fact, I didn't have time, because I was getting stressed out by that song, because it's going so fast. Watch what we're doing. Let's go.
Wait.
Fine, I'm waiting. Watch what we're doing. Let's go. Previously, we learned how to graph a quadratic function, where we're written in factored form, right? You guys learn how to do this. If it's written in factored form, we can graph it, and that's pretty easy to do. All right. Take an educated guess of what the symbolic representation for the following parabola is. Alright, take a look at this. Here's the parabola. Okay?
What page are we on?
We're on page, I don't know,
Wait.
page 4.
Yeah, flip it over. Just flip it over.
There.
You know, my
Stop laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
Okay, what page are we on?
Alright, we're on page 4, I think.
I think we'll cut it, Mr. Goldman.
4, got it. Alright. How do you graph that? Diamond says, okay, it definitely has an x minus 2, and it also has an x minus 4. I totally agree, because I know that it crosses at 2 and 4. So f of x must equal x minus 2 and x minus 4. So basically what we're going to do today is we're doing the reverse of graphing. What we're doing is, what we used to do is give you the symbolic form and then ask you to graph this thing, right? We've been asking, here's an equation, graph it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to give you a graph and say, what's the equation?
Okay.
All right, and that's pretty much it. I think that's what chapter 5 is all doing. Right. So, how do we do this? Well, we already did it. It's right there. We know that it crosses at 2. We know it crosses at 4. So the form must look like x minus 2 times x plus 4. All right, x minus 4. We cool? All right. I don't, x minus 3 squared, but I don't know. What? Agreed. What? By Diamond did it. LOL, JK. What? Okay, I'm just reading your comments. I don't know what's going on. All right. So, let's see. Reflection. If f of x is in standard form and y is easily identified, write f of x in standard form and use this form to check the y-intercept. Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? What are we trying to do here? All right, check your symbolic representation has the same intercepts x and y, and the vertex seems to be correct. Oh, okay. But I think that what they're saying is, all right. If you evaluate the standard form at x equals blah, and x is, oh, I see. I don't think that this is in standard form. You need to put this in standard form. This right here is in, I don't know, factored form. That's what they call it. But to put it in standard form is pretty simple. All you do is this. You get rid of the parentheses. How do you get rid of the parentheses? No. How do you get rid of the parentheses? No. You FOIL. What does FOIL stand for? FOIL it up. First, outer, and the last. There we go. No. Alright, first, outer, and the last. X squared. Outer is minus 4x, inner is negative 2x, and last is plus 8. Right? Right? You guys get that?
Yeah.
First, outer, and the last. So standard form actually looks like this. X squared minus 6x plus 8. And I'll tell you why standard form is nice. Do you guys like to know? Because it is nice. It's very nice. What I'm saying is y equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. If I wanted to find the y-intercept of it, what would I do? The y-intercept, I want to find the y-intercept, I would set x to 0. Good. Set x to 0 over here. That just becomes 0, 0 plus 8. So what is the y-intercept? Look, see, it crosses at 8. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
That's why the standard form is very useful. Like, because it's easy to plug in 0 into that. You guys agree? All right. What else do they want us to do in standard form? Well, they want us to say, okay, if f of x, or y in this case, is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8, what is f of 2? So all you do is you write down this thing again, except instead of an x, you put in a 2. So you got 4. No, it's not just times by 2. You replace the x with a 2. So it's a 4 minus 12 plus 8. What's 4 minus 12 plus 8? Yes, exactly. It's 0. Which is good, because you're telling me that when you plug in x equals 2, you get y equals 0. Right? Look, that's why it's an intercept. Voila. What about f of 4? What is f of 4? That's what? 16 minus 4 times 6, 24, plus 8 is equal to what? 16 minus 24 plus 8? 0. There we go. And look, it crosses out 4 comma 0. Isn't it beautiful? It is. I love it. I know my voice gets so high when I love things, but that's what's going on. Alright, if you evaluate at x equals 3, let's do it. Why would we plug in, why would we want to figure out what f of 3 is? Why would we want to figure out what f of 3 is?
My hand hurts.
It's the middle.
Exactly. There's my vertex, it's the middle, plug in 3 in for x and I get 9. Minus 3 times 12 is 3 times 6, which is 18, plus 8. What is 9 minus 18 plus 8?
-1.
-1. So therefore my vertex exists at positive 3, comma -1. We coolios with that? That might be your homework. There is a possibility that that was one of your homework problems. And oops, I solved it for you already. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm not sure which one of these is your homework, so I'm going to do one of them. 2 or 3. On the next page, which one do you want? Alright, 3, let's do it. Okay. Find the equation, or find the symbolic form of this quadratic function. You do not need to put it in standard form. Fine. Find what is the symbolic equation? Diamond, don't answer because you answered the last one.
Yes, Diamond, answer, please.
I know it's cray, brother. Raymond said it. I'm just reading what he says. Well, how do I find where? I'll tell you what. Where are the intercepts?
Am I writing it right?
You are absolutely writing it right. You just need to start speaking up.
Like that?
That's exactly it. Do you want to show it to me? All right. Yeah. No. Close.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, I mean no.
God, you said she was right, and then you're saying she's wrong.
Well, I didn't see it completely, but
Do I?
there. That's correct. All right. X plus 1 times x minus 2. The reason why I said no is because you had that extra x squared in front of it. And that wouldn't have made any sense. But this is right. F of x equals x plus 1 times x minus 2. Where did you get x plus 1?
Me?
Yeah, I'm asking you since you're the one telling me the answer.
-1.
Yeah, because it crossed right here, so you know that it must be that. X plus 1. You understand what's going on here, right? All right, good. Where'd you get the x minus 2?
2.
From the 2, yeah. What do you from my face? Exactly.
Right there.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Good. You know what? I know that even though you don't need to put it in standard form, I kind of want to because I want to check one thing real quick. And I'll do this for you. I'll do it for you. You don't need to worry about it. Just watch. You ready? I'm going to FOIL this out. First outer, inner, last. First outer, inner, last. So that's x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2. So that's x squared minus x minus 2. And the reason why I wanted to put it in standard form is because I wanted to check where's the intercept at. Where is the y-intercept? Boys? Hey, calm down. No.
No. I found it.
What is it?
-2.
-2, my friend. -2 exactly. And how did you you saw that by looking at the graph, and Thomas was correct, by the way. You saw that by looking at the graph, but you could have done that by just plugging 0 in for x, and then you get, okay, 0 minus 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Right?
Right.
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 There we go. That's right. Deal with it. Exactly. Cool. That's it. That's. I mean, what else? What more do you want?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's how you do the problem. I don't even know if that was one of your homework problems. I don't even know if the next page has one of your homework problems. I'll tell you what. I'll do one of them. Choose 4 or 5.
4.
4?
5.
5? You guys choose. Come on, 5.
5.
5? 4?
4.
5.
5.
4.
5 wins.
Sorry, 5 wins. I've got 4 people saying 5 and 2 people saying 4. All right, you ready? Someone except for Adriana and Diamond. Sorry, I hate to knock you guys out of this
That's so
game.
cool.
Please
I mean,
answer. Really? You've never been told to stop talking?
I mean answering questions.
Because you've actually, you never, because it's a good thing, right? Because, yeah, someone said it, well, Adriana and stuff. Oh! Brandy's got it. Brandy says x what? X plus 3 times x minus 1 equals that. Everyone agree? Ted says he agrees. Ted actually threw up the exact same thing.
I agree.
Adriana agrees. Come on. Doctor, do you concur? Diamond says no.
Excuse me?
Diamond, you guys should fight.
Oh, she says she's kidding.
She's just kidding.
Okay. Let's stand back for a second.
Ted says yes, or Ted says rebel. Alright, what do you guys think?
Why is the Hulk a gender bend on your poster?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's She-Hulk. Why is there She-Hulk instead of
Hey,
Because
don't
there's such thing as
discriminate.
No,
She-Hulk.
I know.
She-Hulk could actually exist, and She-Hulk is a character.
Are you married?
Alright, no,
No, I'm totally
they're
with
cousins.
this, like, also
What?
So what's the deal?
Answer the question.
So I mean, do you guys agree with Brandy? Twins. Give me a yes, no. Yes? Alright, all of y'all are wrong. I'm just letting you know.
We're all wrong?
You're all wrong.
No, yeah.
You're wrong.
What's wrong with it?
What's your answer?
Nothing.
I hate all of you.
I'm just,
All of you
it's
suck.
close. It's really close.
He has the answer.
What's your answer?
Oh, wait. Yes, I do.
Alright, what is it?
3 positive 3 positive
That's even more wrong.
1. Never mind. It's positive. It's negative 3 positive 4.
That's, you mean x minus 3, x plus 1?
Yes.
No, that's even more wrong.
No, like, I know that my form. How is it wrong?
It's close.
Tell me how it's wrong. Because I know it's nothing to do with those numbers. And
Fine. I'll tell you how it's wrong. In fact, you know what? Here, I'll do something even better. How's about this? Let's check it. Let's make sure of something. If I want to figure out, okay, let's do this. What? What is it?
Negative 3, negative 1.
No.
Okay,
You're
never mind.
just throwing out numbers.
Diamond's got it.
It's wrong.
All right, I'll show you. Watch. Ready? You ready?
Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, never mind.
Let me just finish. Let me finish my thoughts here. Ready? If I pull this out, we got x squared minus x plus 3x minus 3.
It's upside down.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's saying. Is what you're telling me here is that the vertex is at negative 3, or that y-intercept is negative 3. That's not true. Y-intercept is at positive 3. So you realize that what's going on is this parabola right here is not a happy parabola, it's a frowny parabola. And because it's a frowny parabola, it has a negative in front of it. Your numbers were exactly correct. I'm just saying it was a little wrong. But the sad part is...
That's how I participate, Mr. Milner.
Well, no, you're doing great. The sad part is everyone in the class agreed with you. So then she was the one who was getting it right. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. All right.
You sound like a smoker. When you talk like that.
Oh.
You know, like from those commercials where they have like the tubes in their necks.
You shouldn't smoke because you'll sound like me. They used to say that smoking is cool, but smoking is not cool.
Oh, Mr. Miller's putting on deodorant.
Putting on
Shouldn't
deodorant.
be making fun of that.
for your sake. Right?
Thank you. We
For everyone
appreciate
else's
that.
sake. Alright. Hey, you know what? I've never smoked. Because my dad told me don't smoke. No, I've never smoked. I've never smoked anything.
Just kidding.
I haven't even smoked air. Yeah. I don't smoke anything. I've never tried it, never have, never done it. I even went to Berkeley for like 2 years and never smoked anything. That's why you don't believe
It's
me?
okay,
We're
we
impressionable
understand.
minors.
No,
Wait.
no, I'm serious.
No,
I
you're
kid you
not.
not. I never did anything like that.
We're only
Right?
saying that because we're impressionable minors.
What is this? Yes, this is right. This is saying that y crosses 3 and it's perfect and you got that negative. We're good. All right. But you don't even need to do that because it just says give me give me this, and then you don't even need to.
Do I get extra points for doing it?
All right. Anyway, it seems pretty fair and easy to find the symbolic representation of a quadratic function if you have the two intercepts. However, the last problem demonstrated that sometimes our representation. Let me finish talking. We're on the next page. Sometimes our representation might not completely be correct. Here's what you got to do. What if we do this? Find the two factors of the quadratic function. Let's try that one. You guys do this. Throw it out there. What are the two factors of the quadratic function? What is it? Come on. Oh, yeah. Everyone except Brandy and Adriana and Diamond can answer. And Ted, since you said you don't want to, I'm going to force you to answer. Ted, what is the answer?
Heck yeah.
Come on. Actually, you know what, Ted? You can answer if you want to or not. So. I don't mean to. Yeah, I don't want to force you. I think that feels bad. I feel bad about that. I'm sorry. Anyway, Ted, what? I'm not Ted, but anyone, what is the answer? How do I figure out the factors? What are the factors of this thing? Positive 1, negative 3. And what you mean by that, Ted, is you're saying x plus 1, x minus 3. Right? Is that what you're saying? Alright, yeah. Yeah, just too lazy to write. That's what it says. And then here's what they're saying. The solution is, since x minus 1 is a 0, then x plus 1 is a factor. Right? That's how you guys looked at it. You said, oh, x minus 1 plus x plus 3, or x equals positive 3, so this is a factor. So yes, I totally agree with you. And that's a reasonable conclusion. Let's check it out. And it looks like it works fine. We cool? But here's the problem that we're having here. Let's take a look at what the vertex of this is going to be. In fact, why don't I put this in standard form real quick, just to make it a little bit easier. X squared minus 3x plus x minus 3. So this is x squared minus 2x minus 3. Everyone understood what I did?
Yeah.
I just FOILed that sucker. Alright, I got a question. If I plug in x squared minus 2x, or x squared minus 2x minus 3, if I plug in f of 0, what do I get? I get negative 3, not negative 6. Plug in 0 in for x over here. What do you get?
Negative 3. That's not what
Right, and that's a problem. Why is that a problem?
because it's on negative 6.
Right, because obviously the parabola is at negative 6. So what's going on? Do you guys understand what the problem is? We got the intercepts, but when we tried figuring out where the y-intercept is, we got negative 3, and the actual parabola is at negative 6. So what do we need to do? Oh, snappy. All right, fine. Here's what's going on. Your parabola is the problem with the u-graph. This one right here is not correct. It's close, but it's not correct. Your parabola looks like this. But the actual parabola looks a little bit more, I don't know, stretched. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, you see how both of these problems will have the same intercepts and we'll be fine? And we'll think that we're fine? Diamond's got it is basically we need a 2. What are we going to do with the 2? What do you mean we need a 2?
2 times 3.
2 times this whole thing. Because what a 2 times that whole thing would do is stretch this thing or make it skinnier. Well, let's times it by 2. Let's times it by 2. Let's just try that. Well, here's my question: is what we were looking at is we're looking at this parabola right here, right? This one right here, and then we were saying, all right, let's guess what that form looks like. Let's guess what that symbolic form looks like. And we said, okay, it has to have an x plus 2, plus 1, and it has to have an x minus 3, because that's where the zeros are, right? But then we could put a 2 out in there because this is a part of our guess. Does that make sense? And this one that I've boxed still crosses at x minus 1 and x plus 3. It's still fair, right? But hopefully, maybe this one will be right. So if I multiply everything by 2, this will be 2x squared. Here, I'm going to rewrite it. This will be 2x squared minus 4x minus 6. Now plug in f of 0. What do you get? -6. So we're good. So actually the graph doesn't look like just that. It looks like it has a 2 out in front. It's very similar to this one right here. It's very similar to what you did here. Your parabola that you guessed originally, Brandy, was going upwards like this, right? But we needed a negative out in front because we need to take this thing and flip it over. Does that make sense? So it's kind of, this is the same thing where this parabola looks fine, but it doesn't match exactly our graph. We need to put a 2 out in front to kind of stretch it out a little bit. We cool? It is not tricky. I think it's just careful. Problem set 2. Ooh, fine. Let's do it. Alright, I'll let you choose. Page 8. Which problem do you want to do?
3.
Page 8. You want to do problem number 3.
Oh.
Okay, we're skipping page 8. Page 9. Which one do you want to do?
What?
Hey, watch your language, young lady. You want to do 4? Fine, 4. Let's do it. Find the symbolic form of the quadratic function. Use the answer to locate the exact coordinates of the vertex. Alright, let's do it. Who is Shaman? Shaman.
Who?
Raimana keeps talking about Shaman. Is Shaman like that Irish? What? Oh.
Why is?
Oh. Why? It's a Pokemon. Oh. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Anyway. Let's do this one. Ready? Are you ready, Shaman? Okay, let's go. Okay, fine. What did you get? Alright, here's what Adriana got. X plus 2, x minus 8. Everyone agree with her?
Yes. I concur unless it's like the last one that you have to put a stupid number in front. I don't think it is. But
It might be like the last one. Alright, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Why don't we find where the x-intercept is? Oh, I'm sorry, the y-intercept. Let's find where the y-intercept is. How do you do that? Plug in. Yeah, okay, fine. 4. X squared minus 8x plus 2x minus 16. So that would be x squared minus 6x minus 16. Sorry. Go. Alright. And you guys understand that really these say the same thing. I can either have it like this or have it like this. They're the exact same thing. You guys got it? Here's the problem, is it goes down to 16. Oh, darn. That's a problem. How do we fix this? Divide by 2. Let's try that. Let's try that. Alright, so this is try 1. Try 2. So f of x equals 1/2 x plus 2 x minus 8. Alright, fine. So basically you want me to take this thing, x squared minus 6x minus 16, and multiply it by 1/2, right? Okay, fine. 1/2 x squared minus 3x minus 8. We good? No.
Divided by 4.
Why 4? Why'd you choose 4? Alright, so you want to, what you're suggesting to me is you saying 1/4.
Guessing.
That's why I said what you're suggesting, what you're guessing is 1/4. And your logic is because you want to reduce this thing down so it crosses at -4. Right? That's what you're telling me? Alright, fine, let's do it. Let's multiply this thing by 1/4 and I end up getting 1/4 x squared minus 6 over 4 x minus 4. Are we good?
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
look!
we have to keep going.
No, why would we keep going? We're right. Yes, we do know you're right. Oh, fine. Alright, fine. You're right. We should plug in f equals 0 and see what it is. It's equal to -4. So, that's where that crosses. So, apparently the parabola kind of looks like that. That's what we're thinking. By the way, are we completely done? Oh, yeah. Boom. That's right. Boom. You say it, because you actually did it. Or say, that's right, suckers. Or something, I don't know. What's your catchphrase?
That's right, my peeps.
That's right, my peeps.
I'm a hecka right.
Tee-hee. Okay, ready?
No, wait. I'm still.
Yeah, I like that. Boom, shakalaka, laka, 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 laka. That's what come on and say. And I don't even know who put up all those numbers. I'm betting it's Ted. Alright, you ready?
No.
Can I move on?
No.
Yes, you can use both.
No.
I know, right? I was half expecting that, to be honest.
Okay, come on, let's go. What else we got? Are we done with this problem? Have we done everything that we were asked to do on this problem?
No.
What do we need
Find the
to?
vertex.
Gotta find the vertex. How do we do that? Hey, Johnny, you can't answer. Sorry.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, you're just too smart for me, alright? How do we find the vertex, my friends? Divide by pi. You times it and divide by 2. What are you talking about? You don't times it and divide by 2, but you're close. You don't times each other. You don't do any timesing whatsoever. There we go. You add them together. What do you add together? Okay, so what numbers am I going to add together? Yes, exactly. Diamond's got it too. It's -2 plus 8 over 2. And what will that find you? Well, the answer is that's 6 over 2, which is 3. But what is that saying? So the vertex is 3? No. It's saying that the vertex, the axis of symmetry is at x equals 3. If we want to figure out exactly where that is, we got to plug in f of 3 into here. And hopefully it will give us something that looks close to -6. Let's try it. Let's plug in -3 in, let's plug in positive 3 into there. So we have 1/4 times 3 squared, which is 9, minus 6 over 4 times 3, minus 4. Do you guys understand what I'm doing here? I'm just plugging 3 into x over here. Fine, let's do it. Oh, darn. Anyone got a calculator? 9 over 4 times 6 over... Alright. Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay, let's see.
9
9 divided by 4, no. Plus 6 times 3 divided by 4 minus 4. That was it, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I should put a minus in front of it. It's a minus. The answer is negative 7.75. Negative 7.75. That's apparently where the vertex is. It looks like it might be like negative 6.25, but the calculator is saying negative 6.
Why don't you
Negative
go on that
7.75.
website with the
All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't we try doing it? Why don't we try doing it officially and see what we got? Desmos. Desmos graphing calculator. We wanted to graph this thing right here. We wanted to graph, what was it? It was
Oh wait.
1 over 4 times x minus 1 times x plus 3. Right? No. It was x minus 2, or x plus 2, x minus 8. Sorry, x plus 2. I totally got it wrong. Plus 2 minus 8. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so it looks like we're good, but the problem is what happened here? Let me think about this. Because this is saying negative 6.25. 9 divided by 4 minus 6 times 3 divided by 4 minus 4. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I plugged into the calculator wrong. I did 6 times 4 divided by 4. It's 6 times 3 divided by 4, which is negative 6.25.
I was right.
Booyah! That's right, sucker. You like that? Yeah. I got excited about that. No, I'm just saying we want to really suss that thing out. We want to make sure. And I like how the approaches you took. You said, all right, fine, let's try this and we'll do this. And see, the thing is, I like what we did, right? Because we got, hey, it's negative 7, and we look at the graph and we're like, that's not right. It's a little bit off. Like we're guessing that it's negative 6 1/4, right? It crosses down there. It's just a little bit below 6. How do you get a negative 7? And then I looked at the calculation that we plugged into the calculator again, and I realized, oops, I plugged that thing in wrong. Instead of a 3, I put a 4. And then, oh, now we've got the right answer. This is a really good thing. And no, I actually wasn't just testing it. I actually made the mistake. And I didn't do it on purpose either. I didn't even know I did it. I had to go and check. But I mean, see, that's the point, is on homework, on test, you can go in and you look at it and just be like, what's going on? Why is that answer wrong? And then you check it. That's how you do math, my friends. That's how you solve problems. And I'll tell you what, that's how you solve problems in the real world. Even if it's not a math problem, you go in, you look at it, and you be like, that sounds funny to me.
No, you know how
I'm going to check it.
In the real world?
You look at Wikipedia. And that's not good. I mean, you can look at Wikipedia, that's fine, but you better check it.
No, avoid it.
What can I just ask?
Yeah.
What is this used for in the real world?
What is this used for in the real world? Alright, so your question is, how is problem solving used in the real
No,
world?
Just this
what is
specifically.
parabolas?
Oh.
What is?
Alright,
He has to say it's not useful.
no, I'm not going to say it's not useful. Check this out. You guys ready?
I'm checking it out.
Check it out. There's a form of business where you need to graph like how many people are getting. No. But let me finish. Are you gonna work at McDonald's? Is that your deal? Like that's what you aspire to do? Okay, then what? And even if you work at McDonald's, I'm not ragging on people who work at McDonald's, but I'm just saying if you there's this form of business where you're going to graph these things. And when you graph these things, you want to look at these things and see where the most amount of stuff. So you can set, like, if I set my price here, then the most amount of people will buy it. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
And so
I
then,
get it.
and so whether or not you're going to be like the manager or a business financial analyst, or you're going to like make beads for the rest of your life and sell them, like make necklaces, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to stay home, make necklaces, and sell them. That's what my mom does, and it's cool. And you know what you're going to do? What she should do is she should analyze, well, how much should I sell this for to have the most amount of people buy it? Right? Because that's going to make you the most amount of money. And that's a good thing for you. So that's how you're going to use it, even if you're not going to be a business major.
You're so smart.
It's funny because those things you listen
You like that?
You're writing a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, no. Thomas likes throwing out big numbers. I didn't do the stations. Set 1. Find the symbolic representation. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's do one more. And then, do you guys want to, let's see. Let me look at what's coming up. Yes, exactly. I'm going to ask, do you want to end class early? So here's my question. We have 20 more minutes. I could technically get through all of quadratic 5 in one day. I can get through it, all of it, right now.
Prepared for that?
Or, if you want, I can kind of cover one more question and then stop class. And then you guys can come back on Wednesday and we'll finish it off. Which one do you want?
Wednesday.
Alright. I think maybe Wednesday might be good. Let's just kind of like let's do it. Let's postpone it because I'm already ahead of class. I don't have a need to like get way far ahead. So we'll do one more problem. And this number 6 looks kind of tough because we're going up how high? 1,000? Dude.
That's 10,000, 15,000.
All right. A lot of people online are saying they want to do all of it today. There's only 2 people out of everybody who's the ones that do all of it. All right, fine. I'll tell you what. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's just finish it, and then we'll start up quad 6 on Wednesday. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Find symbolic form of this. Let's just do this problem real quick. I'll tell you what. If you guys online want to do all of it, then you guys prove to me that you guys are ready to move on. Why don't we do this problem together? And you better be the one to answer. You right? Okay. F of x is going to equal what? F of x is going to look like what? Because so far they've been answering. You guys haven't really been throwing out stuff. You guys just been commenting on what they say. Yes, that is perfect. No, it's not exactly perfect, but it's close. Diamond says x plus 100, x minus 20. And this is the reason why it's...
That's what I thought.
No, that's not exactly. That's...
Oh, wait.
No, you don't... No, it doesn't need a negative out in front. Oh yeah, you're right. It does need a negative.
Yeah.
So, don't forget the negative out in front.
You were right.
Don't forget the negative out in front because it's
No, you had it too. It was fine.
going upside down. But here's the thing. Here's the problem that we have still. Is this big enough? What I mean is, let me FOIL it out for you. Ready? And I'll do that. It's not that hard. But x squared. I'm going to keep that negative out in front of there. So I'm going to do it inside here. Is x squared minus 20x plus 100x minus 2,000. I got 2,000 from 100 times 20. So I have negative x squared. Okay, wait. Let me do it. Negative x squared plus 80x minus 2,000. And if I distribute in the negative, I have x squared, or negative x squared, minus 80x plus 2,000. We cool with that? I just spoiled it up. Alright. It looks to me like it's a little big. Can we dial it down a little bit? I've been suggesting that we try 1/2. What do you mean by 1/2? It means put the 1/2 in front. Okay, fine, we'll do that. So this was our first try, which was good. It is upside down, I agree. It's crossing at the x-axis, I agree. But we're finding out that our y-intercept is not really aligning. Our y-intercept is twice as high as what we wanted to. So our second guess is negative 1/2 x plus 100, x minus 20. And the answer is, that is absolutely correct. That is exactly what the answer is. We cool? Now, they're asking, locate the vertex, and my answer is, well, I'll let you guys figure out how to do that. It's the same as the one we did before. But you guys have the correct one. We cool? Alright. Then we'll move on to the last part. And you know what, to be honest with you, and here's why I want to cover the last part. Here's why I don't mind. Because I'm not going to cover any new material. We've covered all the material in Quad 4. The last part is just review. Let's take a look at this. Actually, the exit pass, I'm pretty sure I just assigned to you. So I'm not really going to do the exit pass. And there's homework. Let's see what this homework's all about. Oh, okay. This homework is just find the symbolic form of the given function. You guys can do that, right? Find the vertex. You guys can do that. We're on page 12. Good. Then the rest of it is stations. We're done. Because I'll do the stations with you guys on Wednesday. And that's all we'll cover on Wednesday. Then we'll move on to chapter 6. Okay? Yeah. So on Wednesday we'll start up chapter 6. I'll do I'll do stations with you. I think that the rest of it is just your homework. I mean, essentially we're done. We've done all of chapter 4. Oh no, you're right. Oh wait, is it? Hold on. Oh yeah. We've done all of Quad 5 already. We just finished Quad 5. Cool. So Wednesday we'll start. I'm going to start up like reviewing some of what we covered on Quad 5, and then move on to Quad 6. And then I'll be almost a solid 2 weeks ahead of what I'm doing, where I'm at. I'll tell you what, Brandy. You know how you were telling me about how like. I'm not teasing you again, but what I'm saying is, you know how you're telling me about how I'm covering the material and then you can't go back and remember what you did when you were doing the homework because the homework was due a week ago? I'd recommend watching the archives so that... That's fine. Alright, here, let me show you what I'm doing with my homework. Here, pass me my bag, my diaper bag that I have up there. Black one right there. I want to show you something.
Don't show me your teacher.
Alright. So this is my homework that I turned in. I've got a test coming up on Thursday. It's about 60 pages long, and it looks like this. It's me writing all of that. See? There we go. It's that. And what I'm going to do, and what I told my wife I'm going to do is, I said I need to sit down and rewrite everything in here. So I attend class, I watch class on an archive, I do my homework, I turn it in, I take my notes, and then I'm going to rewrite everything and watch the class again, so I can prepare for my test. Like, that's how you study. If you need a review, then review. Fun fact, it actually might be good to learn to study so that when you do go to college, you can actually pass college. Okay, fine, if you go to college.
McDonald's. Duh.
I'm not ragging on people who are working at McDonald's, by the way. But even the
Like, anything
people at
less than
McDonald's, like the people who aren't the fry cooks, but maybe the manager, might need
But can
to
we talk
do
about
a
how much
little
the
bit more
managers at Jack
math.
in the Box get paid? Like, it's ridiculous how much they get paid.
They do get paid a lot, and you know why? It's because they know more math. Haha, you like that? Alright. Anyway, I'm done with my archive. I'm done with class. I'll see you folks later. Hasta mañana. I gotta actually prep for my next class. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Miss G.
You said that they. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
G, was that
these
planned?
two are gonna go to Miss Sononini.
She had
You're doing Miss G. Are you in Miss G's class?
Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. You go wherever you want. You're gonna go to Miss G. I'll go ask Miss G how you're doing. And you guys are done. Awesome. See you guys. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Mom's